Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about a topic which is very important to me. A lot of people have asked me, how do I do it to fit all this training and working in a full-time job into one day or in a week, plus every now and then I see my family and friends. And to explain this, I need to start in my childhood actually. To a certain extent, it is some planning behind it, planning my day properly, but there is something else which explains for me why I'm able to do all this together or at the same time. We go back when I was 5 years old. I was not an easy child, to be honest. Not because I was a child and every child is not easy. No, I was not an easy child because I had this excess energy and I didn't know where to put it. I was constantly on the move, I was constantly doing something or needed to do something. Plus also, when I couldn't let go of that extra energy and it was built up in myself, I would become very aggressive and could throw things around, or I would be in some sort of rage. I could hardly calm me down. And at that time, I remember that one time when I was in school and I got a bad grade and I got so furious and I threw away my book in the class, and then I was scared about it. And then my teacher called my mom and my dad and they said, look, your son is a problem child, he has problems, he can't control himself, do something, we don't want to have him here. And at the time, I remember it was very en vogue to give the children medication. I think this medication was called Ritalin, to calm the children down, to calm me down. And as my father and my mother heard that that they want to give me that, or they want to make me go to therapy and give that in connection with that medication, they said, no, it's not going to go, it's not going to work. We're not going to let our child use this medication or anything. There must be another way. And I remember at the time I already loved to go to the pool and would love to swim, and it would calm me down. And then a good friend of the family said to my mom, look, there is this club, they have a swim out, and maybe your son can go there and make the team. And my mom took me there and I was quite good at what I was doing. The coach there said, yeah, he should come, and then by that time I was already going to the pool four times a week for a session, and I would train. What at the same time happened was that I would calm down, like I would be very calmed down, and I learned how to control myself, some sort of, because I had found vent, like a place where I could vent my aggression or my excess energy, and that was swimming. And over the time, with sport and what sport did, and also with having the right coaches and everything, I could learn how to channel my energy and how to channel my aggressions and everything together. And all of a sudden, my grades went up, I got better at school, I was more controlled, I could think normally. I didn't have this excess energy which some sort of caused me to lose it, and this was it. Swimming was the right sport to help me to control myself and to control my energy. And some sort of this extra energy was now here in my body. It was controllable. So if I didn't use it throughout the day or in a training session, I had it for competitions and so on. I went from being a bad school kid who had bad grades and was unable to control himself and to be quiet, to this person who all of a sudden had good grades. He could go study and could control and channel his energy. For me, this was always some sort of the explanation why I could do more, or why I could do more in a day, or I was able to fit more in and had the energy for doing that as well. proper planning and a little bit more energy than a normal person has, I think. As I said, it can also be a curse. Every now and then I still have my moments, but my friends usually then tell me, listen, go to the pool or go on a bike or go on a treadmill or just take your running shoes and go for a run. And yes, they're right. After I come back, I'm the coolest person on earth. And I have no problems anymore. And as much as problematic as the day was. What I want to also say with this, it's not only explanation of how I can do all this together with working, it's also something which for me made a change in my life. If I didn't have my parents who said at that time, listen, we don't want to give our child some sort of medication to calm him down, and they tried to find a solution for me, and that was swimming. I don't know what would have happened with me. I honestly believe that sport helped a lot, and if ever I have children, I will do the same. Most probably they will also have some sort of excess energy, and I will do the same. I will try to help them, and the first solution will be I will help them through sport. I will show them any sport there is and let them try it, and if that helps them to get better at it, then yes. And for me, this is the second message this episode should give, or give just food for thoughts. If you have a person in your environment, or a child in your environment which has some sort of anger or aggression in it, instead of just giving that person medication or just giving therapy or whatsoever, I'm nowhere an expert or something, just from my experience, let that person or let that child go and try out sports, and maybe the solution will be there. Yes, it needs a lot from the parents and the family to support that child to do that sport. But if at some point it gets into this wave, into that run where it goes over and over again and gets used to it and looks at it as it is normal, I bet you it will help. And I'm glad that there were two people in my close environment, aka my parents, who looked after me and put the foot down and said, listen, we do it a different way. Yeah. So that's all for today, and stay tuned for a new episode.